What's happening with MMO players these days? It seems like everyone is quitting their favorite MMO. It's insane. People are quitting New World, people are quitting World of Warcraft, some are returning, some are not returning, and now people are starting to leave Final Fantasy XIV as well, and that's crazy. Not only Kougaon, I hope I pronounced his name correct, is quitting Final Fantasy XIV, but it seems like so many are quitting, and I want to know why. Like, what's happening with MMO games these days, and people quitting, getting to new MMOs, and then they quit again. It's like nobody is satisfied anymore. Yo, let's have a look.
It is November of 2022, and it's almost been a year since Endwalker's release. It's
Yes.
also No Nut November, and within a few days, I've already failed. Once again, every year.
Failed?
What
How?
are we talking about again? After all the initial fun, the glitz and the glamour of a new expansion release, as we approach 6.3, which is kind of like the halfway point between the life and death of Endwalker, people have kind of settled their opinions about the expansion and basically how they felt about it. And while many of us did find Endwalker to be a satisfying conclusion to a nearly 10-year-long
yeah.
saga, as well as providing fun content, I personally enjoyed the Y'shtola sex scene. Oh, wait, did you miss that one? Well, you should have chose Y'shtola for that one scene room option. Stupid. We have now reached that point in the
What the
expansion
heck?
where people decide that it's time to pack it up and quit 14 forever. And yes, we are starting to see those kind of contents. I quit 14, quitting 14 forever, stuff like that.
Yes,
Some
like
are
Ginger
unhappy
Prime
with the state of
surprised
14 during
me.
this Endwalker life cycle.
Actually, when I heard about this with like Ginger Prime, this shocked me because he really gave me the impression that he freaking loves the game so much. Like, for him to quit, like, that's crazy. Like, I never expected he would quit. Like, yeah, there were like some players, especially like from the WoW community, I know they just wanna try it out for a couple of months and they're gonna return to World of Warcraft, especially with Dragonflight and with Wrath of the Lich King Classic. But about him, I did not expect that. That surprised me. And by the way, guys, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more MMO content.
With the state of 14 during this Endwalker life cycle, and there are some out there who want to quit 14 to pursue a career as a cam girl model. Okay,
Really?
that last one's not true, but if that's true and that applies to you, hit me up and we'll make a video about it. We'll make a whole story. After watching about 30 seconds of one of these I'm quitting videos, it kind of got me thinking. I want to leave too. I am quitting 14. Everything must come to an end, so does my journey with 14 today. Could I have totally gone out quietly, just quit the game, and you guys wouldn't have cared as much? Sure, but there's totally a viewership for this kind of content, so yeah, I kind of want that. Some of you with
Yeah,
keen
let's
eyes
ride
may
the
have
hype,
noticed
huh?
I haven't been logging in as much. I just been busy with other games like Terraria, RuneScape, Koikatsu. I do have my gripes about 14.
Yo, this is my situation right now. I am quite busy with World of Warcraft. There are two versions of the game I freaking play. I have the classic version with Wrath of the Lich King. I have Dragonflight now, like the pre-patch. I'm still trying to figure out how to put my talents and stuff. Now I still have no clue what's the meta. And now I'm back to Elder Scrolls Online as well. I want to give New World another shot. There are just so many games that maybe only once a week or twice a week I can get into FF14. Like, it's just the time is not there for me. This is why I'm playing so little FF14 these days. Like, I used to log in every second day, sometimes every day. Now it's like once or twice a week. And that's because I just don't have the time. If you have like 3-4 MMOs you are playing actively, this is insane. It's like almost impossible, actually. I find like, especially with MMOs, like with the whole genre, it's very difficult to play multiple MMOs. It's nearly impossible. With shooting games, it's no problem. You can play in the afternoon Fortnite, and at night you can play Call of Duty. But you can't do this with MMO, because MMOs are like very time consuming. You're either doing like some raid or dungeon that takes a really long time sometimes. You're farming for certain sets or something, for certain items. You're grinding an alt in World of Warcraft that you want to finish before the new patch, because maybe it receives a buff or some cool changes happening. Like, there's just so much. Or maybe I'm camping half a day for a mount in WoW, like I often do. So yeah, the time is limited for me. This is my biggest issue.
And today, I'm gonna list a few of them. I love this game, but, you know, just like a good hentai, it must be consumed and you gotta move on eventually. Wait, I said anime, didn't
What
I?
a
Here is
comparison.
my list of reasons as to why I'm leaving 14. Starting with, I have beef with the story in 14. I am not a fan. I am not a fan of how good it is. Too good, it makes me cry at points. Can Ishikawa-san
really
please miss at least once? 14 team, please just make something mid for at least once. I'm tired of crying. I am tired for having to use all my tissues for crying. Now that I failed No Nut November, I need those tissues for other things. Tone down the emotional levels on the story. I need to save my tissues, please. 14 is honestly way too easy. This game used to be a lot tougher. After giving in to all the new players, this game is now a shell of its former glory. And I'm not talking about the situation where they nerfed the HP of the new raid boss. I missed the challenging fights of Cape Westwind. I missed it when Praetorium was like 30 minutes long. It allowed me to catch up on my Netflix shows.
This is so
now
boring.
I actually have to do work. Bring back Cape Westwind as an ultimate trial. They did my boy dirty. My boy Ritat.
I can't.
He deserves more
either.
respect, and he deserves an easier name to say. Broken promises. The amount of promises that the team has made but didn't actually go through with is frustrating. What kind of promises, you ask?
Yes,
examples? Oh, easy. I got a few. Female Hrothgars, and we've been promised female Hrothgars for a hot while now, and we still haven't gotten them. What gives, Mr. P? I just want to be handled by a big female Hrothgar. And my male Hrothgar friends are getting real tired.
Like, it would be actually interesting because I had like some fantasies, like some imaginations of like how female Hrothgar would look like, but I don't think this is like the point where I'm like, oh, I'm super disappointed with Square Enix because they have not added a female Hrothgar. That would have been nice, and you have like more options for characters you could play and stuff. But I don't know, we have so many cool other races and stuff, and I mean, we have Mikote, right? So why do we need a female Hrothgar? That's like a hairier Mikote or what then? Because like they don't want, like, imagine like you have a muscular female character, nobody would want to play that. If they make them like super skinny, or they make them, I don't know, smaller or something, then you get too close to like the other races like Aura or Mikote or something. So they would have to make like a very masculine female this customization option or something, or like super hairy or something. Like, I don't know, like it's weird for me to imagine actually a female Hrothgar. Like, how would that look like? Holy shit. Okay, I don't want to imagine. This is making me feel like a bit shocked. Imagine you just have this character stand in front of you that is like freaking 7 feet or whatever tall, like this huge thing with like so many muscles, and it's like female, but the voice is kind of male, and it's like can freaking carry you on the shoulder and stuff. Like, maybe like some people are into that, but it's not my style.
And my male Hrothgar friends are getting real tired of me having to call them up, get them all dressed up and looking cute, just so we can practice some exponential raid progression. But sadly, they're just gonna have to suffer for now because you guys haven't implemented that yet. I've held out for so long, but I'm giving up at this point. Black mages need more buffs, and I know we just received some, but it's not enough. They don't do enough damage for a supposedly powerful magic job that's supposed to wield the elements to deal damage. I always end up dying and not being a good black mage. Some may chalk it up to skill death, but I call those people jerks because it hurts my feelings. So to fix this, I have a proposal. I want black mages to one-shot everything in the game. Yes, and I mean everything.
I think the thing they could buff about black mage, but I wonder how they're gonna balance this, is give them more movement. Like, black mage is literally you have to stand at one place and cast and cast and cast and hope you're not getting hit by any mechanic or something. Or you have like the perfect timing, you know, okay, there's this phase where you don't move much, so it's maximum DPS phase. Now there's this one phase where you have to move a lot and you're gonna sacrifice some damage, but you have to make up for that sacrifice during the quiet times where you can stand in one corner and just permacast everything as fast as you can. Like, if they had more mobility and they could somehow buff this, I would be very happy about black mage. But I don't know how they can buff this without making it too OP and too meta.
Set all potencies to 10,000. And while we're at it, I want them to have a resurrection ability because we've been overdue for one for such a long time now.
Maybe
Summoners
not the best,
have a res,
but not the worst.
red mages have a better res. I want black mages to have a group-wide res. I'm talking multiple people at once. I want black mages to be a job that everyone should play. So also, while we're at it, remove all cast timers. Just give me instacast. Don't be a coward, Yoshi P. Give me my changes. I know you're watching. There is no dating system in...
Wait a second. Could they do that actually? Reduce the damage by 10%, but make the cast time faster by 10 or something percent. Maybe they could do that actually. Like make it a bit cheaper, a bit faster, but a bit less damage. So your Teish is more like you're more spamming even. Like you're not like stuck in an animation. You're like cast like and then it shoots, but it's more like shoot, shoot or something like that. Less damage, but you hit more often, and that way you gain more mobility because you step to the side, shoot, step to the side, shoot, and you're not standing and shoot. Maybe this can work.
14. I played Persona, therefore everything should have a dating system at this point. I want to be able to hold Y'shtola's hands and ass
real life
without the use of
way more
third-party
rewarding.
tools. Hey, whoa, hey, this is post-co editing mode. I don't use those tools. I'm just kidding. Well, you just cut it out. Forget this ever happened. I am tired of being the little son of the community. If I can just have the opportunity to finally have Y'shtola, I can no longer be that person. I can be the big son.
So
there
much
is
for
no
her.
sex mode in this game.
Why do
Enough
we need...
said. I'm going to say something that's going to shock a lot of you guys. I'm a butt guy. Boobs are nice, but butt is superior. We have no butt sliders still.
I actually agree
The year is
here.
2022 and we still don't have butt sliders. This is a change that not only I, but like a billion other players wanted. Well, okay, not really a
You
billion.
know what? I've noticed this too when it comes to the customization option. I wish we had here some more options, like make it stick out a bit more, something like... Yeah, this needs maybe to be looked into, and maybe we get some nice changes, more customization options here. Maybe make it a bit wider or a bit stick out more, something like would be nice.
Like a billion other players wanted. Well, okay, not really a billion. 14 doesn't have a billion players. That'd be cool, but we don't have that much.
Yeah,
I think
that
we
would
have
be like
about
the
at least
dream.
100. I don't want a flat ass anymore. I guess you can say 14's a bit behind the times. The asses of characters in this game is kind of like the butt end of the joke. I want my guy to have a big dumpy. I don't have big bazungas on my guy, so I need something else to compensate.
Yeah, actually it would make sense because if you're muscular, that means you're hitting the gym. And if you hit the gym, you're also training the muscles there, right? So if you have like this muscular dude, there should be some.
So why not better than having a big ass? And if I don't get my butt slider options soon in this game, I am going to literally crack. I applied for the position of CEO at Square Enix,
Nice
but was
paintings in the
never
background.
offered anything back. Albeit the position was never really open, but you know, we
You
shoot
really
our
applied?
shots. I think I would have done wonders as the CEO of Square Enix. For example, for one of my decrees as a
Hey,
CEO,
what's wrong with
decrees,
Yoshi?
wait, that's a king
wait,
thing,
no,
right?
you're-
I don't think CEOs say that. I would say no NFTs ever in the games.
No NFTs.
I know, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And for my second decree, sex. You're welcome. Yes.
Then how...
You guys really like that one, huh?
You can't do that because then, like, there are teenagers playing this game too, right? Like, you're using a large player, like, you're using a portion. I'm not sure how large the teenager player base is, but if you make this, like, even for, like, more, like, yeah, the more you go into just adults only, you're gonna miss, like, some players, and the game is going to shrink a bit. So, yeah, they can't do that because there are, like, people with 16, 17 playing the game too, right?
But alas, you guys ignore my pleads for being the next CEO. You ignore all my emails. As a CEO, I think I would have made all the best decisions. I think I would have done things like, you know, discount my sub price to about a small percentage of 100. And everything I've discussed in my video would have been fixed if I was the CEO. Simple as that. I would listen to all the people so that all people who are quitting, you know, all 5 of you guys would stay. And with that said, that's all my reasons for quitting 14. I know, all extremely valid
Then you will
reasons.
come back.
Will I be returning to 14 one day? No. Nothing will convince me to return to 14, unless... if I get at least 1 like on this video, that's the only way. Heck, if I get at least 1...
The thing is, it's easier said than done. If you're quitting one MMO, what are you going to do? Are you going to get into another MMO? Are you going to get into a whole different genre? Are you just going to play shooting games? Are you getting into strategy games? Like, what kind of game are you going to play? Are you not gonna play video games anymore? What if the other MMOs are not satisfying, are not good enough for you? Then you will be back eventually, right? Like, this is what happened to like a lot of World of Warcraft players. Actually, they were upset with World of Warcraft. They tried other ones like New World or something. They were not so happy, and then they returned. Like, this is the thing about the MMO community. Like, sure, some people maybe completely find happiness in a new MMO, but sometimes return because they see also the issues in other MMOs that they don't like. I feel like all games these days have some issues, and you need to somehow like, maybe you need like a portion of copium to survive as an MMO player or something.
Like on this video,
I don't know.
That's the only way. Heck, if I get at least 1 sub, I'll stay in the community. I know it's a hard ask, I know. So for that, I will say goodbye for now. Maybe I'll start doing Genshin Impact content.
Oh no, come on.
I'll never do that. Maybe
Don't pay
after
to win,
quitting,
please.
I'll have a lot more free time to do other more productive things, like getting some bitches. Okay, maybe that won't happen, but you know what? I like to dream big. So with that, goodbye everyone. Thank you for watching. Okay, before you go, I actually do have a quick serious talk. If you can't tell yet, this was a more jokey video. I'm not really quitting, but I do want to make a video about the subject next. So the next video will be about the same subject, about quitting 14 in a more serious tone, so be on the lookout for that. And to wrap it up, subscribe, like the video, and be sure to follow me on all my socials, so Twitter and Twitch. I'll see you guys later.
Oh wow, that was funny. I was already expecting like a lot of trolling, cause like Kougaon, I still don't know how to pronounce his name correct. He likes to troll a lot, but it's sad actually to see that this happens actually quite often in what he pointed out of like creators, like they leave one MMO, sometimes they return, sometimes they don't. But the issue is like we have issues in every single game. Like, you can ask me about what I don't like about a certain MMO. I will find a lot about each MMO. I don't like the performance and the way the server works in Elder Scrolls Online, for example. It's constantly crashing. I don't like how easy world bosses are that I can solo them. Like, PvE is way too easy. Even though the story is really nice, Elder Scrolls Online, I don't like. About World of Warcraft, I don't like this kind of chore system. Like, Mythic Plus is fun and stuff, but like, oh, you get your weekly world and you have to do 4 dungeons, then you get more choice, you get this and that, and then it becomes repetitive, always doing the same thing. And how only endgame and the last expansion matter. And if in World of Warcraft I go to like old expansions where I was not playing WoW, I can't re-experience them because half through the expansion already max level. And like, there are some things I don't like there. Same with the engine. I feel like we need a World of Warcraft 2 with more modern graphics, a better engine. About New World, now they apparently fix it, but this has, to me for example, a very horrible storytelling, and PvE was very boring, quest repetitive. But now they've improved. I wanna give it a try. PvP is nice in New World though, but each MMO you show me and that I play, I always find some flaws, like some things I don't like. But I find a lot that I like. I can tell like many good things about WoW, about New World, about Final Fantasy XIV, but yeah, it's, I guess you find what you enjoy the most and which MMO has the strongest of it, and then you just play it. And you focus on that, I guess. Or what is visually appealing to you. Do you like the graphics and the way it looks, an engine there or there? Yeah, that's like how I always suggest for players to pick their favorite MMO. What is their favorite playstyle? Are they into PvP? Do they want to have beautiful quests with nice storytelling? Do they want to have the chores and the quick dungeon runs? Especially like, yeah, like World of Warcraft is really good for them. Then with like the M+, you can do several ones a day. Yeah, like whatever you're into. But yeah. If you guys are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And I have a question for those of you that quit Final Fantasy XIV or are planning to quit it. What made you quit Final Fantasy XIV? What were you not happy with? Or did you see any other MMO that you liked more, that's why you quit? Like, I'm always curious to hear why people left their favorite MMO for another, or they quit completely. Like, I'm very curious, because there are sometimes some interesting reasons why people quit, and I like to read them. But yeah, I wish everyone a wonderful day. I will see you guys next time.